Kingdom ambassadors, greetings, greetings, greetings. My name is Jubilee Rivombo, and I come bearing good news. Today we are talking about parents basically showcasing good, positive tools in the way that they actually discipline their kids. We need to understand behaviors that children display, especially when we think they are acting out. And I've shared some notes that I would like to share with you on what we can do, how we can deal with children who are actually going through different phases in their lives where they could actually be acting up. So if I look on a side, please just know that I'm actually reading my notes that I wrote to help me explain this, right? So we have 4 categories. These 4 categories I'm going to explain in the sense of MAP, right? MAP meaning that the first one, it would basically tell us what the action is, and then number 2, we're going to then talk about why the person is doing that, what are they trying to achieve, and then the third one is how we can actually help a child in that situation. So number 1, when a child is acting out because of undue attention, what are they saying? They're saying, notice me. They're saying, involve me, right? This undue attention thing could be clinginess. It could be, when a child is just on you all the time, right? Or crying. Every time you try to leave the room, they're crying or they're doing something. It's because it's undue attention. What you can do in this regard is actually helping the child by engaging in problem solving, right? You can definitely spend more quality time with that child. You can make sure that you also send non-verbal signals with that child. Show them that you love them. Write them a letter. Show them that you actually love them and you love spending time with them, right? And then the other thing that we're going to discuss is when a child shows misguided power, right? When a child shows misguided power, this is when they are actually asking that we respect their thoughts or their feelings, right? And how we can do this, usually maybe they are throwing around their toys, it's just misguided power. They're using their power to their advantage, right? What you can do in that regard is you can offer a limited choice. The other thing that you can do is when they're acting out of revenge, you can definitely this is when they're just being rebellious and it is out of revenge. How you can actually help out in this regard is you can try to understand their feelings. What are they thinking in that time? They are actually communicating that they are hurt, and how we can then come in is that we can acknowledge their hurt feelings, right? When we acknowledge their hurt feelings, what are we doing? We are actually making sure that the child feels that they are heard, and we are actually making sure that they feel that they are validated in how they feel. This is helpful. Why is this helpful? Because at some point they will need this as they grow up, right? And then the last one is when they're acting out in a way where it assumes that they're inadequate. When a child does not want to do something because they feel like they cannot do it, because they feel like they're not adequate in doing it, they don't have the skills necessary to do it, even if it's something that you think that they can do, but you find that they're acting out, they think they cannot do it. How you can help that child is by making sure that you break down the small tasks, right? So when a child says, mommy, I can't do it, and you say, hey, can you put your plate in the kitchen? And the child's like, mommy, I can't do it. What they need is actually for you to break down that task for them. And also they are screaming, do not give up on them, right? So for assumed inadequacy, right, you set up opportunities for them to succeed. So whatever that they can do successfully, that's the task that you give them. And then you also teach them and show them skills. So for example, if they're supposed to eat and then take their plate to the kitchen, show them by also taking your plate to the kitchen. That way they see what it's like and they can do it themselves, right? They feel confident in doing it. And that is basically how we deal with children who we think are acting out. It's all about understanding where their thoughts are, where their feelings are, how we can actually help them. The thing about it is we think that children are acting up, and the first thing we want to do is lash out. But that's not the first thing that we ought to do. The first thing that we ought to do is understand the child, so that we can bring a solution that is going to be helpful towards the child. Why? Because this will then be the way that they solve challenges and problems as they grow up, right? And we want children who are effective in solving challenges, in solving problems, right? That is what we need. So my name is Jubilee Rivombo. I am a peace builder, and I learned this as I was taking a course for peace building, and this was about education, especially on children, right? Living peacefully with kids, how we can basically make sure that parents understand how to deal with these children who may be displaying challenging behaviors. There's definitely a reason why children act up, and we are here to not be judgmental to the kids, but to actually guide them throughout the process. So that is it from me. As I have shared, my name is Jubilee Rivombo. I am a kingdom peace builder, and I hope that you actually understand, out of all the things that we talk about on this channel, we talk about love, we talk about family, we talk about peace, we talk about communities, we talk about nation building. Out of all of the things that we talk about, know that you matter, and know that your life matters. What you do with your life matters. Your everyday decisions, they matter. I love you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.